It is here, my friends, the Beast Eternal Sugar Cookie Gear Guide, and we have it in store for you today's episode. Thank you for tuning in as always. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Questions, comments, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. It is time to break down the Beast Eternal Sugar Cookie here today, and it is a beast, and I'm excited to bring this one here to you as we break this cookie down, give you the Beascuits, the toppings, the tarts, and everything that you need to know to be successful about Eternal Sugar Cookie here. Now, a couple things. This is a bomber cookie, a middle laner cookie, and it is a poison cookie as well, with its element type right there. This is where we're at in the base power. I know a lot of you ask me about this all the time. It is because of my research and my guild bonuses and everything else that we have available, so make sure you keep on it. Now, the biggest thing on this one, let's check out the moveset. Eternal Enchantment. We got a 12-second cooldown. Eternal Sugar Cookie floats atop a cotton candy cloud, restoring her own HP and gains an HP shield and immunity. She summons a saturine breeze, charming enemies and dealing periodic damage. Affected enemies suffer from the delightful temptation debuff, while immune targets receive damage. Afterwards, the sugar coating cracks, dealing damage and putting enemies into an enchanted state. Enchanted's duration increases based on the number of charm stacks. When enchantment is dispelled, its duration is over, or the target is immune. The effect changes to laxness. If the target is immune, they receive additional damage. Eternal Sugar Cookie's mythic beauty makes enemies who deal damage to her gain the guilt debuff. At maximum stacks, guilt will deal damage to the target in proportion to their attack. The target will also receive increased damage and reduced healing. At the start of a battle, Eternal Sugar Cookie will appear floating atop a cotton candy cloud surrounded by her cotton candy angels. The cotton candy angels will follow the rest of the team, buffing them and themselves and dealing damage and debuffing the enemies. The fewer team members are left on the battlefield, the stronger this effect becomes. Eternal Sugar Cookie herself is resistant to charm, enchantment, and laxness as well. All right, so the Saturine Breeze here, we got healing 6% every 1 second for 7 seconds. We got HP shield 85% of max HP for 10 seconds. Damage up to times 14 hits over 3.5 seconds. 25% damage per hit, ignores 40% of target's damage resist. Charmed 3 seconds. Delightful temptation there, amplified debuff 10%, shield minus 15% for 15 seconds, stacks up to times 3. If the target is immune, deals damage equal to 475% of their attack. Then we have Eternal Enchantment, Dazzling Light, damage cookies 65% of max HP, almost 800% of attack, ignores 40% of damage resist, damage others 250% of attack, 800% of attack, ignores 40% of damage resist. Enchanted 3 seconds plus 0.5 second increase per stack of Delightful Temptation. If target is immune, deals damage equal to 475% of their attack. Laxness cookies, cooldown slowed by 25%, attack speed minus 35%, healing minus 10 for 18 seconds. Laxness other minus 20% attack speed, cooldown slowed by 50% for 18 seconds. We also have Mythic Beauty here. This guilt, damage minus 10% for 15 seconds, stacks up 3 times. Damage at max guilt stacks cookies, 750% of attackers attack. Damage at max guilt other, 415% of Eternal Sugar Cookie's attack. Damage plus 45% for 15 seconds. And then we also have that healing minus 30% for 15 seconds. There is so much stuff in here, my friends. We also got the Beast passive here, Cotton Candy Angels. Passive max HP plus 35%, damage resist plus 40%, debuff resist plus 30%, starts with HP shield equal to 150% of max HP for 10 seconds. All allies damage plus 25%, 3 allies left damage plus 7, 2 allies left cooldown faster by 5 seconds. Cotton Candy Angel damage up to 8 times hits over 4 seconds every 20 seconds to enemies in the area. Damage per hit, 5% of attack. 3 allies left activated 15, attack minus 12% for 15, and then 2 allies left activated every 10 seconds. All element damage 35%, 15. Nice. There is a lot of stuff in here, a lot of things that really matter for this cookie as well. So let's go ahead and get this thing upgraded. This sounds kind of fun. Should we use an 81? Why not? There we go. Perfect. There we go to 90. done. And if you're curious on where you get these things, you get them from the events. That's right. That's how you get the concentrates there. All right. So now let's go to our upgrade list and get this going here. You can see all the stacking here. Incredible. So much damage. We're going to go to 90 on this. Let's go. Totally maxed. All right, looking good. Look at that power level. Not bad. 430 right now. All right, let's get some Beascuits in here. All right, so a couple things. We are on poison element. So in terms of our Beascuit, poison is pretty nice on this cookie. I do not have any additional ones though right now, unfortunately. However, this one's not looking too bad. So let's go ahead and equip this one. A couple things that's nice about this. We got the HP. We got damage resist bypass, which is perfect for... yes, PvP. All right, cooldown, HP. Now, a couple things on this. Certainly, we could tweak it. We could get some more of that poison in there, which would be really, really nice, like this one. Looking pretty good there. However, we're going to stick to this for today's episode. All right, a couple things here. Make sure on your bonus effects, you can stack that poison. Again, damage resist bypass is the only place you can get this right now. We get a lot already on the minus 40%, so don't forget about that. Again, not terrible, though, to get a little bit more in there. However, what's really, really important for this particular cookie is a few things. It scales on attack. Cooldown, you definitely are going to want to need to get that timer down and that 12-second clock down, and then anything on survivability with damage resist or HP, certainly nice to have as well, because this thing is probably going to be squishy, or is squishy from that perspective. So ideally here, flipping damage resist bypass into attack or poison, really nice. We got some cooldown there, and then either damage resist or more attack kind of thing. So depending on how you want to line yours up, it's good to kind of blend them between PvP and PvE depending on what you're trying to run, or just tweak or have multiple of these to make it happen. We got clearly some more that we need to go find, which we will in time. Now, that's how I want to think about this. The next key piece here is your toppings. Now, when it comes to the toppings, first and foremost, this cookie can use the resonant ones, and it can absolutely do a great job with that. So we're going to grab these indolent toppings here. They're only good for Eternal Sugar Cookie and Pavlova right now. So great opportunity here. Now, which ones are we going to go with? Well, kind of two things. You could really go three. You could go here with indolent raspberry for the attack. You go here with chocolate for the cooldown, and here for some survivability. Probably not a terrible idea to build all three. However, we're going to go with attack and really focus and hone in on attack with this particular cookie, because that's what we're going to do. So when we go back to our cookie, here we go. Let's go to our toppings. Let's get these multiple upgrades on. 1, 2, 4, 5. There we go. Auto upgrade. Let's go. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get these on here. Let's equip this one, that one, this one, and that one. All right, perfect. So a couple things about this before we go in there. What you ideally want to focus on is that attack. You want to get that cooldown and then damage resist on these three. That's going to be super important. Those are the three that you absolutely want to pile into. For these ones, cooldown, attack, speed. We got damage resist, attack. We got cooldown, damage resist, cooldown, crit resist, and attack cooldown. So 2 almost on every one. We get the nice boosted stats there as well, which is super nice. And then additionally, you can mix or match if you need to, so don't forget about that, because you do lose that HP in here from that perspective. So that might be something that you want to get into Eternal Sugar Cookie from that point of view. All right, now additionally, what I am going to do is I do want to have this right there. Yep, we're going to take that one. A loaded out more attack from that perspective. This could be another opportunity for you to mix and match and go into cooldown as an example as well instead, if you wanted to kind of go that route or split between the two. So then you're sitting on 3 piece sets on each side, maybe from that perspective as well. All right, so there we go. That's what we're going with here. We're going to go with attack of super heavy one. Look at that, 400 to 1,000,000. Nice. I will call that out right now. 1 million. Let's go. All right. So now it's time to see this cookie in action. I'm gonna go to world exploration mode here and go to our fun ones as we always do, all the way back to Crispia level 8. If you haven't already, you can catch my build here for the Sugarfly cookie. Today though, once again, we are using Eternal. No special thing that we can take advantage of, but you do have these eligible cookies to keep in mind for now. Let's go for our attack. Here we are, my friends. Look at this. Lots of damage. So we're on an 8-second cooldown, so not too bad, quite frankly. Ooh, there we go. And look at that. Boom. Wow, look at that. So much damage, my friends. So awesome. A great cookie.
Now it's time to rejoice.
It is. We got Eternal Sugar Cookie. All right, so there it is. That is everything that you need to know here today about our Eternal Sugar Cookie, my friends.
Dear, you deserve a moment of rest.
Thank you. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like I said, if you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. On top of that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here. And additionally, thank you to our members. We got memberships available to you. You got swag and merch. We got affiliate links, all great ways to support, and I truly appreciate it. Feel free to stay connected as well with my socials, at me, chat me. And lastly, my friends, get out there, enjoy this cookie. We're going to have a great time with this one here, and I'm looking forward to it. With that, until next time, we'll see you again soon, my friends. Keep on running.